Hello, my name is Carlo-Marcel. Welcome to People and Platforms, the podcast where HR meets innovation. And today we are diving into a topic that hits close to home, especially for anyone who's job seeking or hiring in 2025. Social media screening as part of background checks. Is it fair, you ask? Is it legal? Or should job seekers be worried? Let's unpack that. We are seeing a rising trend in social media screening being used globally. Over 90% of recruiters now screen candidates' social media during the hiring process. Think Facebook, think LinkedIn, think X, even TikTok. In a 2023 global survey, 67% of employers admitted they've rejected candidates based on something they found online. And in Africa, particularly in Kenya, South Africa, we are seeing this trend even growing, sometimes with legal backing and sometimes in a legal gray zone. But this is not just about red flags. Some employers use social media to spot creativity, some good practices, communication skills, or to determine cultural alignment. So, yeah, your memes, they do matter. So there are some real world examples. A NASCAR driver was suspended for an old liked meme some time ago. And then there was a TikTok user as well that got fired for publicly sharing a salary. We also might remember for Zimbabwe a case of a lady was fired from a job for sharing something on social media which was meant to be a joke. So employers even admit to using Facebook to screen before interviews. So we have to understand that your digital footprint is part of your professional story now. It's not something that we can take for granted. But let's talk law in terms of the compliance and the ethical issues. In the EU, the GDPR requires employers to get consent before using your social media data. In Kenya, the Data Protection Act says background checks, including social media, must be disclosed to the candidate. In South Africa, the POPIA Act, it mandates fairness, transparency, and relevance when using personal data. In Zimbabwe as well, we have a Data Protection Act that mandates transparency and some compliance issues when it comes to the usage of data. In many African countries, there's no rule book. Employers are left navigating these ethical quandaries with little guidance. So let's zoom in on the ethics, right? Just because it's public doesn't mean it's fair game. Social media can expose sensitive information. We all know that. Your religion, your political views, your mental health, what you've eaten, where you have been with whom. So if a hiring manager uses that information, consciously or not, it could lead to discrimination. And who wants that? Then there's context. A tweet from 2012, let's say, can be taken out of context and cost you a job in 2025. And what about fake profiles or mistaken identity? That happens more than you think, in fact. So for HR professionals, please let's screen responsibly when we do it. And for job seekers, you have to curate your public profile or your digital identity with care, because you're going to be judged on the basis of how you interact on these social media spaces. So here's the bottom line. For job seekers, audit your digital footprint, use private settings, make your LinkedIn shine without being too adventurous about it. For HR leaders, if you're screening social media, do it transparently, get consent, focus on job relevance. And for everyone else, let's not use social media to punish people for growing, for joking, or simply being human. Especially when that content has nothing to do with the ability to do the job, or the content of the job, or the employer brand. Because in this age of hashtags and hiring, you're online self is part of the interview, whether you agree with it or not. But we have to be responsible about how we go about it on both sides of the recruitment continuum. So, thank you. I am Carlo-Marcel. If this sparked something in you, share it. Until next time, keep it ethical and keep it human. Cheers.